Welcome back to the Hardcore Road to Insane Final Boss. Here we are getting my second pair of Acto gloves, then my third pair. So it should be giving me the boots next. I'm doing my best to look out for raids teams, but with the hours I work in the day, it can be difficult to catch them when they get going. Yakamaru is probably going to be the last boss I need for the regular final boss title at this rate. Decided to start semi-AFKing Greg for the pet. Got my first crest here. Not particularly useful since hybrid armor is basically useless, but hey, drop log progress. Just missing the offhand glaive at this point. Hey, there's the Jewels of Zamorak drop, so that's the pet from Zamorak. I was kind of hoping to get the Chaos Roar ability codex before getting the pet, but there we go. I guess I'm done with Zamorak in terms of IFB requirements. Cool. Throw that into the pet tab and I guess do another boss? Like, man, I wanted Chaos Roar because I would have helped at Twin Furies and any other boss I melee, but honestly, you don't really melee bosses nowadays. But yeah, I'll take that. I'll be done with Zamorak. Nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and bank the loot in the chest from all the pre-fight mages killed. I ran out of Lucky Charms and Dungeoneering tokens a while back, so had to do a bunch of kills without them. But hey, free fire and blood runes. We take those. And here we are clicking and dragging the pet into the pet tab where it'll live for the rest of its days. I've decided to just do a half-hour Zerk Aura every day. It's 2-3 rotation until I get Mallory, so here we are getting a couple of spider leg bottoms. Completely worthless to me at this point because my hilt luck is abysmal. When it's not 2-3 rotation, I've been going to Telos instead, just hoping the boss pet isn't bugged and I can actually get it. I've seen a few broadcasted Telos tendril drops recently, so I keep telling myself it exists and that I'll get it eventually. Hey, there's the offhand glaive. That's the drop log complete once I get the pet. Took 653 kills. I'm hoping to get at least better RNG than Pub Stomp did at getting the pet here. Took like 2,000 kills on Pub Stomp. So a bunch of worlds started going offline suddenly, and it was not safe to PvM on the hardcore, so I thought I'd knock out some more Rise of the Six. With the hardcore leeching in the tunnel, even if the world went offline, I should basically be completely safe on the hardcore. It's just Pub Stomp that will get clapped in 2 seconds if there's any kind of disconnection during the kill. And that's fine, because Pub Stomp has plenty of GP for death costs. I do want to work on the Rots grind in bite-sized chunks. Like, this method is an absolute murder on the wrists. Just constant clicking to kite the brothers in the kill, and then more clicking to control the 2 accounts at once through the tunnels. I'm not doing 30 to 40 hours of this all at once. Okay, 462 Rise of the Six kills, and throwing in, I guess, the Torag set. I don't really have a particular order I'm unlocking these with. Just want to clear up a bank space. There we go, Malevolent Energy on Torag set, and that is the Torag pet unlocked. That's 2 out of 6, and 1/3 of the way there. Ugh, this sucks. Hey, there's a Dragon Rider Lance. Decided I'd work on the 100 kill count requirement for hard mode God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses, starting with Vindicta, since I could really use some of those Ilajankin components. The kills are simple enough, just gotta let the FSOA and Animate Dead do their thing, and just tear through the 600,000 HP this boss has. Went for the Aftershock 4 Equilibrium 2 at a 30% chance, and got Equilibrium 2 and Ruthless 1, that was a 8.5% chance. So, you know, a complete waste of components and yet another failed attempt to add to the books. It's okay though, because I got another lance like a few kills after, and then I got a crest, which I'll definitely be using the essences to squeeze out just a ton of components once I do the Twin Fury and the Hellwear pet grinds for a ton of those essences. I thought the worlds were stable again, so I went to start the 100 normal mode Zuck kill grind, and here we are with a spooky world crash. Spoiler alert, I didn't die. The account appears to have been able to log out. You can see I activated Igneous Vengeance like right as the world crashed, so all those rangers would have been insta-killed, which probably allowed my character to survive long enough to get disconnected or something. I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to explain what I have on my end to avoid disconnections and power outage situations. I've got an uninterruptible power source connected to my computer and my internet, so if there's a power outage, it'll keep my computer and internet on for a good 20 to 30 minutes before running out of power, which is more than enough time to teleport out of any kind of boss fight or finish the boss fight like Telos that doesn't allow teleports out. I'm also hardwired into the modem for added stability. I've started using a world that doesn't seem to be affected by the world crashing issues, so that shouldn't be an issue anymore. So they announced the upcoming nerf to the Fractured Staff of Armadyl and Animate Dead, so I was like, okay, what boss do I lean on those the most for? And Zuck immediately came to mind. So here we are desperately trying to get the 100 normal mode and 100 hard mode Zuck kills before the nerf, and praying to RNGesus that I get the pet out of it. It's best to do the normal mode runs first, so that way you have a threshold to get a much better chance of getting the pet from the 100 hard mode kills. Hey, there's my first scriptural full. This thing is actually not bad for things like Twin Furies where the hit cap is ignored with their shared HP. It's also nice to have just kind of a budget pocket slot item when you don't want to waste Grim pages, and also don't have to worry about taking too much damage. This also means that I've gotten both book drops from normal mode Zuck at like 32 kills, so it's pretty lucky. Huh, okay, that's 200 mil defense XP I guess, which means when I mage or range, there's going to be no XP drops, because I've got 200 mil XP in mage, range, HP, and defense now. It's kind of a bummer, honestly. Hey, there we go. I was definitely going to get this eventually between the 100 normal mode and hard mode Zuck kills, but there's the volcanic shard at 83 hurricane kills. Man, it's way better that you can get these 100 hurricane kills done and this pet from just doing Zuck runs instead of having to do those 100 fight kills for the IFB requirement. I just remember that grind being miserable. You get like no drops from it and it just takes forever. And here we are seeing the pet drop in the challenger's chest. I'd rather move it to the pet tab right away than just let it sit in the chest for the Zuck grind. So let's just go ahead and bank it. That's a nice little addition to the pet tab there. And there we go, getting 100 hurricane kill count, which means we can mark hurricane green on the IFB checklist. Nice. And there is 100 normal mode Zuck kills, easy peasy. We can finally move on to the hard mode kills where we have a reasonable chance at the pet. I'll keep these drops in the chest until the hard mode kills are done, except the Tokul, because I'll need a ton of that to donate for obsidian armor damage reduction stuff. Ooh, that's such a relief. There it is. That's the Zuck's armor piece at 109 KC, so that just means 9 hard mode kills it took to get the Zuck pet. That is such a huge relief. I know I said that the first thing, but it really is. It means I do not have to do more than 100 hard mode kills on this account. Oh, I was really hoping to get that before 100 hard mode kills, but I mean, I still have to do like 91 more hard mode kills, which is still just daunting, but it's not as daunting because now I know that I don't have to do any more after getting the 100 KC for the insane final boss requirements. That is huge. It's like the biggest pet to get, like solo on the I mean, Vitalis is always just the most obvious hardest boss pet to get, but Zuck is actually pretty far up there in terms of difficulty on just getting the pet, and like, that's a big deal. Like, that's really nice. That's a huge addition to the pet tab and a big relief. Now I just have to, I know how long I have to camp Zuck now, and I'll be done. Hopefully before the FSOA nerf. And I'm realizing that was my first drop from hard mode, like at all. I haven't gotten any of the weapon pieces or any of the other drops from hard mode. It's also funny I got both of the drops that you get from normal mode from 100 normal KC by like 33 kills, so yeah, so far so good on the Zuck grind. Hey, there we go. There's the first weapon piece, finally. I say finally, it's probably under drop rate still, but it just felt like I was not getting the more common drops from this boss. Yeah, 23 kill count is like 1 in 27 or something when you do full runs without checkpoint or whatever. So yeah, Ancient Hilt, that's 1 out of 3 for the exit kill. And that's the full, I mean like, challenges chest, but I'm sure it adds a row when you get more than that. But just look at those. Book, hilt. Finally, 1 out of 3. Okay, there's another Magma Tempest ability codex, which is like bank for the GP stack on the main, but not what I'm looking for. It's rarer than the next weapon piece. Whatever. 3 Magma Tempests on this account at this point. And another addition to the book collection, another Scripture of Full. So that's 3 scriptures and 3 Magma Tempests with only 1 weapon piece and a pet. Fantastic. Ayo, there it is. That's the Araxite egg out of nowhere. it was a 2-3 rotation. Decided to go test my luck and see if I can get Mallory. And there we go. 834 kills, and I am done at Araxor, kind of. I never got my eye, so like it might be worth going back just to save up that broadcast for completing the drop log. But yeah, I never got that eye, which is just, it says 833 on the interface, but 834 for the broadcast for some reason. But yeah, that's a big boss pet to get out of the way. It's actually a huge block of like red and green on the spreadsheet because there's so many pets you get from Araxi. They're all required for IFB, but you know, you're gonna get the last one anyway. Getting on all those pets, and that completes that last row of boss pets, even though these sets are gonna like not be here forever. Ooh, that was kind of unexpected. That was just like the first hour of this 2-3 rotation. So yeah, cool. Let's go back to hard mode Zuck. Oh, kill number 75, and it's another Magma Tempest ability codex. So that's 4 total Magma Tempests, 3 total Scriptures of Full, and 1 weapon piece at 75 kills. I'm getting real worried that I'm not gonna get the last 2 weapon pieces before 100 kill count. Just like, really? That's what I'm not gonna get by 100 kill count? The weapon pieces, the most common things you get from this? Ugh. Hey, there's the Magma Core, finally, the second out of the 3 pieces of the weapon. And let's just take a look at this row that gets added on to the bottom of the chest. There we go. Finally, I was getting worried that like the chest was actually full and I was like miscounting or something because I looked it up on the wiki. It has 48 slots and I've got 40 of the 48 filled. So, and you should have had room for it, but I was getting a little suspicious there. 79 kills, which means I got 21 kills left to get the last piece of the weapon. Fingers crossed. Okay, here we go again. It's another Magma Tempest ability codex on a pretty nice PB there. 1 minute 19 second PB. I just like completely rocked Hurricane and Zuck that time. Just okay, cool. Rewarded for the speedy kill. 4th in the chest. That's so much money. 5.8 bill in this chest. Yes, there it is, the Obsidian Blade. That's 3 out of 3 for the weapon pieces, just before 100 KC. Oh, that's such a relief. Oh, 89 kills, so just 11 kills more to go, and I am done with this boss. That is the log complete at 89 hard mode kills, 100 normal mode kills. I will take that. Awesome, that's just a big day. And take a look at the chest there. That is all 3 weapon pieces, 2 Scriptures of Full, 4 Magma Tempests in this chest, 6.4 billion GP worth. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, don't have to worry about having to like maybe do kills past 100 KC just to finish the log. That means that once I get IFB, when I start unlocking all those pets, this will be one of the broadcasts for unlocking the drop log. Nice. And there we go, we did it. It's 100 hard mode Zuck kills. Ugh, that whole kill, I was just thinking, oh, this is my last throne DPS check, and this is my last pizza phase. It's just so relieving to have this out of the way with the insane final boss requirement, and so also just so relieving to get the pet before 100 KC, along with all the drops. That's a completed collection log, 100 KC, normal mode, and hard mode. IFB requirements for Zuck complete. Can put that green on the checklist. Now we can finally loot this chest. 718 Elder Troves, 56,000 Blood Runes. There's actually more than I have left in my bank just because this this grind takes so many runes when you just FSOA spec all the time. And all 3 weapon pieces, and this bank loot will probably be transferring to the main eventually for bond money. But yeah, let's bank this, assuming I have enough space. Nope, I'm out of bank space. Oh boy. Well, at least it was 1 weapon piece that couldn't fit in the bank, so should be easy enough to free up some bank space. In fact, I could just make the weapon and free up that bank space, huh? Alright, here we go, making the Exakill. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using this at all on this account. I haven't really used it on Pub Stomp when I got it, but it is supposedly like really good in the meta, but I don't have vestments, which are like kind of required for melee meta stuff, so I guess it'll just sit in the bank for now. 192 Igneous Stones, those I'm hoping for some Ilijankan components out of, because I'm always out of Ilijankan components and I could use more for more Aftershock perk failures. Yeah, let's just start processing all this junk. This is gonna go straight in the High Alch machine in the Invention Guild. Oh man, you can't note Igneous Stones. That's such a hassle. But let's take a look at the Ilijankan components. 9 at the moment. Let's see how many I can get from 189 Igneous Stones. I want to keep 3 in case I die in this account again and lose my cape. In case I need to make, 3 more capes at some point. So yeah, saving the last 3 of these things. And there goes the last inventory. And let's see the grand total of Ilijankan components. I already know how many I got. 0! Apparently I got 0 Ilijankan components from disassembling 189 Igneous Stones. I don't know if that's just like ridiculously unlucky or if they really are that rare in these things, but I got like 3 Noxious components and like a ton of Silent and like other components, but I feel completely scammed out of Ilijankan components from that. Okay, I guess Summon of Jagus just does not want me to have Aftershock 4 or Equilibrium 2 on any of my weapons. I still only have 1 of those perks with like 5 or 6 or 7 attempts. It's ridiculous. And 718 Elder Trove time. Let's see what I get from these. Oh, that's a lot of clicking. Okay, 4.85 mil coins, and then a ton of planks, alkables. Ooh, 65 wine of Ceridoma, not bad. 84 fragments of Pernix's quiver. It's almost an entire whole new quiver. 4 uncut onyxes. Yeah, not bad. I'll take it. And there's 100 Vindicta and Gorvek in hard mode. It used to be called challenge mode, but I guess they call it hard mode now. So there we go, that's Vindicta. IFB requirements done. Wanted to get that out of the way real quick just because it would mean a bit more green on the checklist at the end of this episode, because yeah, that's enough progress for this episode. We got the entirety of hard mode Zuck done, we got huge pets unlocked. Oh, it's getting close there to IFB. There's just like a couple more bosses, like ED3, that I want to get out of the way, hopefully, at least partially, before the FSOA nerf. Not sure when they're going to actually roll that out, but hopefully I'll be able to get at least a good chunk of ED3 done before that nerf. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.